They say get all you want, so I'ma get what I asked for. And people think I'm the shit, that's why they call me an asshole. Nowadays it's about money, 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 but it's bigger than the cash though. And we can end it on that note.
It's your boy, my high flow, always smoking, never choking, but continuously token. Tuning back in for this Ryan UpChurch public service announcement. That's what I'm calling it right now. Because with this title, it's got to be a public service announcement. You know what I'm saying? It's called Having a Redneck and Hip Hop Can Unify People. That's a very interesting thought. It's a very, I think, powerful message. And I'm very curious to see what he has to say. You know what I'm saying? Maybe add my 2 cents in on that. But I kind of agree. I saw the title. You know, shout outs to the High Fam who sent it to me. I did get notified when he did upload it. But shout outs to you guys for keeping me on point. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw this title, I was like, oh yeah, this is some legit shit right here from church. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let him say what he's got to say in his church public service announcement, and let's go from there. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Do what you got to do to go up. You know the slogan. All right. If you don't do none of that, just open up your mind and go up that way, because ultimately that's the best way to go up anyway. So let's do this.
Dude, I done watched that snippet that B-Loose made of the documentary about me called The Mohegan. That comes
Oh yeah, I want to see that. It actually looks super dope. It looks super dope. I haven't watched the full trailer, but I did see part of it because JJ the MUA had reposted it. And I did see a little snippet that she had posted. I want to say, I don't think the snippet that UpChurch uploaded, I don't think it was really much longer than the one that JJ the MUA did on Instagram. But either way, I still want to see the damn documentary for sure. And man, you know what I just had a realization of? I know this is totally off topic, but does MUA on JJ the MUA stand up for makeup artist? Bruh, that would make so much sense why she always has those crazy dope ass Instagram pictures of her doing her makeup all crazy and shit. Bruh, did I just discover some shit that was going over my head this whole time? JJ the makeup artist, JJ the MUA. Yeah, it's totally side note. I'm sorry, but let's get back into this and really see what church has to say. My bad. My mind was just running and it popped into my head randomly. So yeah.
coming out in 2019. I done watched that video like 50 fucking times. And as I was watching it, it made me think, like, what am I here for? Like, what is my purpose in the fucking universe? Why? Dude, I know exactly why I'm here. To fucking unify to the best of my abilities. And I seen a kid's YouTube comment, and it made me think even deeper into the subject. I seen this kid, he's probably about 14, 15. He commented on there, he said, UpChurch, you make me proud to be white. I commented back, I said, thanks, man, I appreciate that. You know, I don't know what this kid goes through. I don't know what kind of neighborhood he lives in. I'm glad that I make this kid proud to be in the skin that he's in. But that might be taken the wrong way by lots of people. Do I care? No, I'm not changing my ways. But you also have to remember what else is my ways. Yes, I do make a white kid proud to be white. I'm a white guy. But you know what else I do? I let black kids know that not every white person looks down on them. Not every white person from the South.
That's interesting. That's interesting, because I think that's super important for him to not only say, but to feel that way, you know, because everybody should have pride in themselves and in their own cultures and all that stuff. But you should also, you know what I'm saying, embrace the different cultures and the different types of people as well. So I feel like that was super dope of him to even say that, like, yo, like, it was cool to have, you know, this young man tell me, like, yo, it makes me proud to be white, you know, looking up to you. But then for him to still turn around and be like, yo, I could see where other people would take that comment and turn it into something negative. But I just want them to know that even though I make that little kid or that young man feel proud to be white, I also want you to just be proud to be you. You know what I'm saying? And know that I respect you as well for who you are and what you represent. Like, yeah, that's dope. That's a super dope ass concept. I never thought about that, but you already know, y'all all know I'm about unifying everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm white and black as it is. So I'm torn between two worlds. You know what I'm saying? But look, the thing is I'm a perfect example of how two things can come together in perfect harmony. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that I really want to accomplish out of this whole thing, is just showing people that nothing else matters if we just all respect ourselves, love ourselves, and do the same to the next person, regardless of how they look or the situation that they come from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that makes us so different and makes us an individual is what makes us so great. But sorry to sidetrack and get off on a little tangent of my own, but let's continue this.
Dislikes them because of the color of their skin. I'm not changing the way I am. I'm not changing the stuff I say. And I'm not changing
You don't need to.
my representation of where I come from because it makes someone else feel uncomfortable when I could just be my complete self, exactly how I am, and get to know someone else and make them feel comfortable with somebody who looks like me.
Facts. That's why, bro. That's why I really, 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 like, cannot wait for the opportunity to really be able to put myself in these situations, to meet UpChurch, to meet Kelso, to meet, Struggle Jennings, Jelly Roll, like all these people from an obvious different walk of life than myself. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that their experiences are completely different, but they just, like when you look at those people and you look at me, like you're going to see two totally different representations. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the different things we've experienced, the different lives that we've lived. But it doesn't mean that I can't be me, he can't be him, and we can't be fucking homies. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit that I be talking about. Like I'm fully aware that people will not always like me. I am fully aware that people will not always have the same opinion or point of view as me. But I will not shun you. I will not tell you that I dislike you. I will not, you know what I'm saying, do anything negative behind the fact that you have a different opinion than mine. I will simply embrace it, agree to disagree, and move on. You know what I'm saying? Because I ultimately still respect you and love you as a person, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, as a person, as a human being. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I love this whole situation, and we ain't even... We're like a minute and 20 seconds in, and I already am like, yes, church, you are spitting some real game. Continue.
I'm a rapper. I'm a hip-hop artist who proudly reps exactly what the fuck I am. And I refuse to backtrack because I don't feel I have to.
I respect you for it.
My actions, my words, my personality.
I respect the hell out of you for it.
Who I am, how I am. Yeah, I rock a Confederate flag everywhere I go. On all my jackets, everything. But I will tell you this, I ain't taking it off to please anybody. And I'm not going to say sorry for it, because I don't have to.
And you don't need to take it off to please anybody. I feel like people who can't take the time to look at the person behind the flag, that is the mishap or the misfortune of that person who's making the judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is there's extremists on all sides. And I've had this conversation with people. I've had people reach out to me. Like, there's one that's called, there's a YouTube channel called The Pissed Off Redneck. All right, he's reached out to me. He said he's a big supporter of me. I've actually watched a bunch of his stuff. He does some reaction videos and stuff and some little like rants. And, he just takes a really nice, cool, fun approach to YouTube now. But I was talking to him about this whole Confederate flag thing, man. And he was just like, I appreciate the fact that you don't just sit there and shun people just for seeing the flag. And I was like, I would be foolish to do that. I would be a fool to do that. And you want to know why? Is because when I look at someone like Ryan UpChurch or Kelso, or you know what I'm saying, any of those gentlemen that rep that flag on the Redneck Nation and all that stuff, if I looked at these people and just automatically made this crazy judgment about them and their character without getting to know them or even trying to hear their music and hear some of the points of views, I would have, one, missed out on getting to interact with some really cool people. I would have missed out on a lot of dope music, and I would just be doing myself a misfortune to the rest of the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I would be part of the problem and not the solution. That's exactly how I feel about it. Because when I look at someone like UpChurch and how he represents the Confederate flag and what it represents to him, all I see is Southern pride. All I see is someone who grew up around that flag and, being taught it, but came up with his own assumption of what it really meant to him. Like, to him, it's a Southern pride thing, man. It's just how he feels as, you know, a person to represent him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really explain it, like, but I don't get any sort of racist vibe from it. I don't feel like UpChurch is gonna go and fucking do some crazy outlandish shit and, you know, start calling people the N-word. And I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, his intention behind rocking that is to start lynching and shit. And I'll say it, like, I don't feel that fucking way. I don't feel that way. Do I think that there are people who use that flag and represent it in a different way? Of course. Of course there are. But okay, but now let's go to our side. We have people on our side, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say black community, let's just say this black power stuff, like, who are just too extreme with it. You know what I'm saying? Who they take the actions of trying to just prove a point too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. There's extremists on both sides, man. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, I just hate how people can just look at something and automatically assume that it means something different or means something to somebody that it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to that person and see what it means to them. That's my thing. So let's continue.
I'm not full of hatred, and this is the shit the world needs to see. Everybody's used to seeing a white dude shoot a black guy. Everybody's used to seeing the fucking, you know, Facebook memes and the fucking edited up ass videos to make certain people mad at other kind of fucking certain people. And it's fucking bullshit, dude. I'd rather sit here, look you in your motherfucking face, and tell you, fuck no, I ain't changing for you, motherfucker. But if you want to get to know me, we're good. Stick around. Let's talk about some shit. But you know what?
Let's talk about some shit. Facts. Let's have a conversation.
Violence makes fucking money. You think they're gonna let a white dude like myself, covered in tattoos like myself, wearing a Confederate flag jacket like myself, get on any fucking hip-hop platform and have a very professional, mature conversation that doesn't involve skin color? No, they're not gonna let that happen. They don't want to see somebody that looks like me with some fucking sense. I know it, and you know it. You know why? Because I can bring people together. You know why I know I can do that? Because I want to, very bad. And I want to do it looking and being exactly who the fuck I am. Nothing more, nothing less. Picture this in your head.
Facts.
A dude like me, with a fucking blue jean jacket, boots, fucking pins, Confederate pins on my jacket, standing beside somebody with joggers on, Jordans, and a Nike hoodie. Both looking at him.
I'm right here, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Versus a bunch of people that look like me on one side and a bunch of people that look like the other guy on the other side, pointing at each other going, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, what the fuck?
That shit's real life. And you know what? That's so crazy that he said that, because again, back to the comment I made about the conversation I was having with that pissed off redneck guy. That's his handle on YouTube and Instagram as well, I believe. But me and him were having a conversation, and we might actually try to get something like a little podcast situation going, or like a little content series going, where it'll be like me, him, maybe another redneck, or, you know, something like that. Someone who represents the Confederate flag, but, you know, feels like it's being misrepresented today. You know what I'm saying? And maybe someone else from my, you know, walk of life, but just coming together to have real intelligent conversations to show that, like, we can actually unify in one place. You know what I'm saying? We could come from two different walks of life and still get along. We can have different points of views and still have an intelligent conversation. So it's just so crazy he said that, because I've actually been talking to some people about trying to do that. And it would be super dope to get like Simba involved with that, or, you know, just some other YouTubers that look like me, you know what I'm saying, and actually really do fuck with the, you know, Redneck Nation community, man. Like, because I really do. I really feel like it's super represented as far as like people's perception of it. I feel like they're a super underdog, you know, part because it is just a newer genre. But I feel like they're still not kind of getting the proper representation on, you know, a large media scale, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that there's people like Ryan UpChurch, Second Chance, and you know what I'm saying, Adam Calhoun, and you know Jelly, or like people who have these big ass like million plus followings and shit that aren't getting more notoriety and just pushed harder. You know what I'm saying? Like I know they don't really care, but bro, if they were pushed harder and we all were able to find their music that much easier, bruh. Like I feel like we'd be able to bridge a lot of gaps because music bridges gaps, bro. Period, point blank. Like music is a great way to communicate with any and everybody, if you ask me. So, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I definitely like that whole concept because I'm talking to some people about maybe doing some sort of like content series kind of like that.
What's wrong with you? No, what the fuck's wrong with you? It don't take a fucking genius to figure out which one sounds more productive. But they don't want to take me as I am or you as you are. And if I'm wrong, well good. Spread the unity. Tell the Breakfast Club, holler at me. I'd love to talk about my lifestyle.
That'd be dope.
Bring it.
That would be low-key dope.
Thing? A lot of people on Facebook won't share this video, and I will tell you why. You want to know why? Because they don't want to be wrong. Yeah, there's been plenty of people. There's them types of people out there that have said shit either, about me and the kind of person I am, or you and the kind of person you are. And when they see shit like this, videos that crush whatever in the fuck they've said about you before or tried to promote about you before without knowing any fucking thing about you, they won't share it.
Facts.
Because they don't want to be wrong. They would rather
Facts.
fucking ignore it and fucking keep telling people you're a piece of shit rather than to fucking be like, oh fuck, I was wrong. They won't do that. They can't be wrong these days. They make every excuse up to not be wrong. And that ain't got nothing to do with skin color and everything to do with being a whiny bitch. Do I have a problem with people of other ethnicities?
I agree with that.
No. Am I taking my Confederate flag jacket off for you? No. Do I care if you like it? No. Am I gonna wait 2 years and then come out with a song and be like, hey, sorry about all the trouble flag stuff? No. But I'm also not gonna sit here and fucking blame everybody. I'm just gonna fucking make actions and make moves that speak for themselves. Like I have done the whole entire time.
Facts.
And trust me, I've had plenty of fucking white people disown my ass because I don't dislike black people. I get called a fake white boy all the time. You fucking do you, I'll fucking do me. And that goes for any fucking skin color.
That's
I'm
so
very
crazy.
outspoken about my southern
But I'm
roots.
rocking with you, church.
I love rocking the
Fuck
Confederate
'em.
flag. It's fucking beautiful.
Fuck 'em.
Does that make me a bad person? No, it does not. It's simple. You treat people like you want to be treated. You treat me with respect.
Facts.
I do the same for you. But yeah.
Live your life
That's how I
high.
get it off my chest. I gotta go.
Live your life high.
I'm tired as fuck. Peace out.
I'm just saying. If everybody lived their life high on that honest, intelligent, genuine, humble shit, we ain't got no problems. Honest, intelligent, genuine, humble shit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just live your life high. But you want to know something about another reason why I don't sit there and get super upset about that flag? Here's another analogy for you. You know what I'm saying? I actually broke this down to a homie the other day. And he was like, yo, you like, why doesn't that the N-word offend you? And I was like, because why should it? Yeah, maybe back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when it had that hard ER on it, it meant something super negative. You know what I'm saying? When you put all the context leading up to the word, it was always negative. Period, point blank, right? But over the last, you know what I'm saying, 15 years or so, 10, 15 years, we've basically have tried to turn the word into, we've taken control of the word and made it have a new meaning, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I'm talking to my homie or whatever, and I'm like, oh, what's up, my nigga? Like, it has this weird camaraderie meaning now. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, homie, friend. And it's like, so if we're going to go ahead and use it in those terms, in that context, then who am I to get mad when someone else uses it in that same context? It's just a question. And that's what I feel like they're doing with the Confederate flag. Is, yes, it meant something super negative and super bad in back in the day. But now there's people who are trying to take that flag and turn it into something positive. They're trying to make it something different. They're trying to make it mean something different. So who am I to be, you know what I'm saying, a hypocrite and take back the N-word and turn it into something different and be like, you can't use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I feel like that's stupid. What's the point of turning the word's meaning into something else if everyone can't use it at that point? If it means something different, why can't everyone use it? That's my only beef with that shit. That's why it doesn't bother me. And that's what I feel like they're doing with this flag. Is they're trying to make it mean something more positive so that it can be more universally worn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's always going to be those people who will never touch it, will never, you know what I'm saying, wear it. They'll never fly it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But the point is if they can change the perception of it enough so that when you see that flag, you don't immediately think something negative, then they've done their job. You know what I'm saying? The point is, it's not what it's not what the flag looks like. It's who's behind the flag representing it. And there's extremists on both sides. That's all I gotta say, man. The shit's crazy. I know I got some crazy outlandish views sometimes and mindsets, but you know what? That's what it takes to change shit, is to think outside the goddamn box, okay? I love you guys. Always remember to live your life high, man. Honest, intelligent, genuine, humble. I love you, motherfuckers, bro. There is no me without you, and I embrace every one of you guys. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you represent. Just know that you have a friend in my eye. Period, point blank, son. I love y'all. And look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself that you look real good. And ask her you live in that way. Peace.
I won't tell nobody. I won't tell nobody. I hear you talking when you sleeping, yeah. I know all your secrets, yeah. I know all your demons, yeah. I won't tell nobody. I won't tell nobody. I hear you talking when you sleeping, yeah. I know all your secrets, yeah. I know all your demons, yeah. My God, why you always worry about what I got? Girl, you're so insecure, it's my fault. Every time we fall now, it's in the dark. I don't have no energy, you are not my enemy. I know that you're really not the person you pretend to be. I cannot let the shit that you say get to me. You cannot run game on me, I am who invented it. I thought